Hello everyone, Ron here from RJJ's Reactions, and I am here with a bumped up request from Brad. Thank you very much, Brad. It is for Valdy, as you can see here, and the song is Real Men. Knowing Valdy, I have an idea what this might be about, but we'll see once we get into it. I don't know if I've heard it. I did hear Valdy many decades ago, but I don't remember all the songs that I heard, and I didn't hear all of his songs for sure. Yeah, he's been around for a long time, still singing, still performing. So I do have a playlist for Valdy. I'll put a link in the description if you want to check out my other reactions to him. Also put a link to the artist channel so you can go there and subscribe and like and comment and support the artist. I really do encourage you to do that. At the very least, hit the subscribe button. I hope you'll hit the subscribe on my channel too. Thank you very much to those of you who have taken a moment to push that button, and also to everyone who's liked videos, commented, sent information, also shared videos. That helps bring new people to the channel, and I really do appreciate it. Also in the description there is a way to make sure that you get your requests by using one of the donation methods. Let me know what you want me to react to, of course, and if you have a shout out name you prefer, let me know that too. And what was the other thing? Oh yes, sending a link can sometimes help if there are multiple videos by the same artist doing the same song, and there's one that you like. Multiple times people have said, you did the wrong one. Well, you didn't tell me exactly which one. You just gave me the name of a song. So sending a link can help in that regard. Sometimes people do send me a message saying, do whichever one you like. And that's also okay. All right, let's go. Real man. What is a real man to you? Are you one of those bros? Hopefully you'll recover.
Real men don't like lawyers to take all their cases through. Real men would rather kick your ass than sue. Real men scare each other. Real men don't complain. Real men suffer other people's pain. And real men fight in a flood of their emotions, and they like to watch real women walking by. Real men lose their innocence in wars across the ocean. Real men wish their fathers wouldn't die. Some can't come to wave that man goodbye.
Yeah. Hard to get rid of those early lessons.
Real men don't ask for directions. They get caught out in the rain. Real men need real women.
I almost forgot to stop at least once. This is supposed to be a reaction video. Yeah, I really like Valdy's voice, and I love his storytelling, and his ability to connect with various topics. And yeah, he seems like a very gentle, thoughtful man. That's why I thought from the title, where this isn't too surprising where this is going. All these stereotypes of real men, some of them have kind of gone, not gone away, but been softened a little bit. But then you have it all coming back, because like I say, you've got the bros culture, all those podcasts and everything, and it's really just a throwback to the real man. And yeah, it's the same idea that yeah, punching someone in the head is more manly than being able to talk and being able to discuss and being able to negotiate. And I mean real negotiation, not fake negotiation. Negotiating with a huge stick is not negotiating, or war is not either.
They get
Might be
caught
necessary
out
sometimes,
in the
but
rain. Real men need real
not usually.
women more than gold. Real men don't pass judgment. Real men don't say die. Real men will love their kids just as much as Jesus. And real men will put their dreams aside in a quiet desperation, and they tend to build a wall around their hearts. their lives in love and contemplation, but they just can't find the time or place to start. And real men cry when their daughters up and marry, or when their sons are old enough to be men too. But mostly when it's late at night and the burden that they carry, sometimes this old world just won't let them do what a real man has got to do. Has got to do.
Yeah, really nice vocals on this one too. Yeah, awesome. Yeah. Well, not everybody is the same anyway. You're going to have different characters, and you always have to some extent. But of course, men were supposed to be men, women were supposed to be women, and there was a great divide. And there were certainly certain things that women were never supposed to do, certain things men were never supposed to do. And it's changed probably back and forth, I guess, over the centuries. I haven't been around for centuries or millennia, but different cultures, different countries. Sorry about that, snuck up on me. um, but certainly, I remember, what a real man was supposed to be when I was young, and when my father was young, it was probably even worse. I certainly heard stories, and and it's just silly, really. We try to always put boxes around not only people but groups of people, and try to dictate this is what you're supposed to be. And people are people are people. Yes, there are differences, but there are differences within those groups as well. So not everybody's going to be the same. Not everybody's going to react the same. And yeah, I think it's better if you can connect with your emotions, as painful and ridiculous as they can be sometimes, and try to communicate and try to work with that. And certainly, yes, you want to love your children, and hopefully your spouse or your significant other, and then by extension, obviously your family, but also your friends, and try to work in so that we're not being evil to one another. That would be great. And that to me would be a real man. It sometimes takes a lot more bravery and courage to step away from a fight than to enter into it. And I know somebody's going to say, well, what about this case? And what about, of course, there's all different cases, but nevertheless, yeah, I worked in industry where we had a lot of drunks, a lot of alcoholics, and people who when they had a few were very different than when you talk to them sober, and then they would start to get pretty angry and want to fight. It wasn't all men either. There's one place I worked where almost all the fights were women fighting with one another, and we had to separate them. But that's what happens when you start pouring too much alcohol on top of things, and some people get violent and think that they're going to prove that I'm going to prove that I'm a man. Funny how the smaller one wants to pick on the bigger one once they've had a few, and yeah, it's just that, and well, I could go on. I have other stories about that, but I'll leave it there for now. I thought this was really good. Valdy's always impressive. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the description what do you think of this song, what do you think of Valdy in general, or anyone else. Not in the description, in the comments. In the description, you'll find a link to the artist information, and also a link to my playlist for Valdy if you want to see other reactions that I've done to him. There's quite a few there. Thank you very much for this, Brad. Oh, don't forget in the description a way to make sure that you get your request and get it in a timely manner. The regular list is super, super long. I'm not adding everything to it at this point because of that. And even if I do add yours, it will be a really long wait at this point in time, at least. Like I say, it's always at the point of recording. It could have changed by the time you're watching this. You may be watching it months, years from now, so things could have changed by then. Have a beautiful day. Keep listening, keep having fun. It is Ron from RJJ's Reactions. Until next time, bye bye for now.